It was very like that.
Very that, yes. Well, you're doing. There's a club night you're doing in Vegas still,
Yes.
and how's operating in the COVID world doing a nightclub show?
I am working at Charlie's Las Vegas. It's it's like our familiar, more not tourist, not so much tourist bar,
Right.
but we get a lot of tourists and it's so much fun to be there. Just COVID has switched everything around that it doesn't even feel like a nightclub any longer. But we have been following the rules, and it's better to stay safe and
Definitely.
keep slaying than regret it later. So a lot of the people that come and visit us at Charlie's has been very, very good following rules. So we appreciate that there.
That's good, and it's great that any club is able to keep doing it safely
real.
and keep artists being employed and
Yes.
keep the art of drag alive. All right, Alexis, it's time to put your hands in the air because we are going to go back in the time machine. Whoa! Wow!
We look the same.
We do. we're here in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Little baby Alexis.
Oh my God, no.
Now, you know, we've had you on before, but we never really got to go into your childhood.
Right.
The last time we were here. We talked about drag and the pageant scene, but we want to go all the way back this time. And tell me, like, what you were like as a kid. What was little Alexis like?
Okay, so oh my God, I don't remember a lot of my childhood. I just remember that I was a very lonely little kid. I do remember that, and it was necessarily, I think, to understand what was going on around myself and inside me. So I remember around like 6 years old, my sister came out of the closet. She's 11 years older than me, and she was a pageant girl. She got mad, she bought a motorcycle, she shaved her head. It was one of those moments, and my mom and my dad separated, and it was a battle with my sister. I didn't understand why she was not being accepted for whatever reason. I was just happy that she was there, you know. But me and my sister got really close because she got to nanny me a lot. My mom went to work to take my dad's spot in the home, so I stayed with my sister alone a lot of the times, and seeing her go through the most difficult time of acceptance of the family, it was difficult. My dad hid behind religion to do what he needed to do with my sister, and my mom was in another religion.
Wow.
So it was a clash of like Catholic and Pentecostal church there. And I remember it got to the point when my mom used to literally beat up my sister with whatever she used to have in her hands because it was just such a big conflict that I didn't understand. But I remember hiding underneath a coffee table in my house and wondering what was happening so bad that it was getting my family destroyed, you know?
Wow.
I always knew I was different, but I think I was more concerned about my surroundings, you know? And I think I grew up really fast. In my head, I was an adult quickly, you know? I don't remember being a kid. I remember being a little adult, you know? So I was very responsible at school. I find a job quickly. When I was like 12, I was already working.
What was your first job?
Oh my God, I was cleaning in a women's department store.
Wow.
Like it was my first job. I used to clean the bathrooms and map the store when it was closed and things like that. And
That's why you have such a great work ethic now, is that
yeah,
you
and
started
I
working as a
always,
young kid.
Since little, Puerto Rico does that. Puerto Rico trains you to be a worker from a young age. But it was just, I always feel obligated, you know what I mean? Like it was like more like an obligated thing to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
Without depending from my mom, because I always felt like she was on charge of too many things. And also my sister was going through so much stuff that I was like, well, my dad is absent, so I just have to do what I need to do for myself. And I started paying for my own dance classes. When I was 15. I was already finishing high school. I went to college early. I finished 2 bachelor degrees early. Like everything was early in my life.
And then you go straight to Orlando, right?
Yes.
And you worked at Disney. Alexis, I've gone through the Disney archives.
Don't you do this
And
to
I
me.
have
Give me
finally
the shade,
found.
man.
There she is! Yeah!
Give me the shade, man. This one is not even a shade. That is a fucking shade. It got hot in here.
The shade.
Oh
So
my God.
you were a fantastic Aladdin.
Or something.
It was a whole new world.
I did so much stuff with Disney World, like literally, like I danced in every show, every parade. I went from being Aladdin to be one of the Power Rangers to be like, I did every character I could possibly do with them. And I had backup dance for Mariah Carey, Michael Bolton, Jennifer Holliday. I did Visa, MasterCard, and all those commercials. Like, they actually trained me for what it was happen later on in life.
Yeah.
With Alexis Mateo. So Alexis Pacheco had trained Alexis Mateo from Disney because I learned makeup, hair, sewing, and performing at Disney World.
Yeah.
And I remember being on season 3, the moment that I got to lip sync against Changela, I pull out all my Disney tricks, baby. I was like, this bitch is gonna be pretty, so let me put out my waltzing and ballet training with Disney because I have to stay. So yeah, Disney literally saved my ass several times.
Yeah. Thank you, Mickey Mouse.
For real. And Disney also paid for my English classes.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know a lick of English, just a little bit of yes or no. But when I started working at Disney, they also offer you a program where they pay you to complete what they call it a Disney University training on English.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
Good job, Disney.
Yes, Disney's good.
Now, while you're in Orlando, and we talked about it on your last Hey Qween, so if you missed it, go back and watch. You were a legend of the pageant scene. You won so many titles. It seems like, starting from your Puerto Rican roots right through your Disney training, all of it has really helped you become the stellar queen you are today.
Honestly, people transform themselves when they get in drag. I don't feel any transformation. I used to remember waking up at Disney, clocking in, put makeup, a wig on, and go out and perform, and that's what I do now. Same thing I do in my everyday life.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't feel like a difference in my girl persona. It's just extension of what I learned.
Cool off a little bit, and then it's time to get hot, because it's time to get into it.
Get into it. Get into it.
Yes, Queen. Alexis was just giving us a little hand performance right there.
I was just stretching.
Yo, you were
because I know it's gonna get hot, so I'm just stretching, preparing myself mentally.
Well, you finally got back on the race.
Oh
We were
my
all fingers crossed for you, even the last time you came. We saw you when you came here with Coco.
Yes.
And you gave us a little tea. By that time, we had read all the spoilers. But we did not know how juicy it would be. What were your thoughts when they called you to come back?
Okay. I just turned 40 when they called me to go back on the show. So I was like, oh my God. Something happens when you reach 40. And it's a belt in your head that rings and it flashes. I don't give a fuck no more. So I was very concerned about that light flashing in my head because I think when I on my 40th birthday, when I was here, it was like a big moment in my life. I canceled my entire relationship. I freed myself from many things, and I accepted my body the way it was and things like that. So going into All Stars, I knew I was not gonna be just careful. I was just gonna do it the way I wanted to do it, and that was it.
And you did it your way, sweetie. You did. And what a cast. Derek, Angina, Mariah, Mayhem, India, Blair, Ms. Cracker, Jujubee, Shay. That's big personalities.
Baby.
No shrinking violets in that group.
Baby, none. It was no free passes to go nowhere.
You entered with Boricua in the house to take the crown. Sickening, no?
Oh my God, I was so excited. I wanted to reintroduce myself. I mean, come on, the Puerto Rican flag was just the perfect touch.
It was.
I mean, if you don't know I'm Puerto Rican yet, you're going to find out as soon as I walk through that door.
Yeah.
And I was so excited about it.
And then, now, had you gotten any spoilers on who you were going to see there, or?
I knew some of the girls that were going to be there because some of the girls canceled some of the tour of that summer. And I knew that they were going to be there. So yes.
So you had a few hints. Who was the biggest surprise?
Well, for me, watching Ongina, it was like, I was intimidated, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was a fan favorite. Every time that All-Star Seasons comes out, she's mentioned.
Right, she's on every list.
Like, so everybody is like rooting for her and wanting her there. So they waited for her all the way to the end. And then she was not quiet. You saw her costume and everything. She said, I came here and I am for real turning the party. So like, I was like, oh shit, Ongina's here. This is going to be difficult.
Now, how long did you have to prepare, and what was that process? Who'd you call? What'd you do? Did you get a workshop started in your living room?
I got 2 weeks to get ready for everything. Like all the runway looks, my talent show, all that stuff. But I didn't call nobody. I normally take very serious when they said, do not say anything.
Right.
So I was very scared. So I literally make everything that I wore. And
wow.
I trained myself. I did everything. You know, like, I don't trust nobody else. Nobody understands my body. It's just Puerto Rican-ish, you know?
Right. So you made, I mean, because you made some incredible looks. That's really amazing.
I was excited for it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's your third time on Drag Race. You were in the top in the first episode. Tell me about the variety show and what that whole experience was like.
Well, the talent show. Oh, can I tell you? Ricky Martin was there.
Yes.
Oh my God. For people that are not knowing this, like I grew up watching Menudo with him since I was a little boy. When I was 12, I auditioned for the Menudo, the group.
Wow.
And made it all the way to the top 20. So.
Oh my, wait, Adam, weren't you a Menudo too? No, wait, you made it to the top 20?
Yes, and it was super fun. Ultimate, my mom didn't allow me to like go all the way through because of school.
Wow.
But I was very excited. Like he was like a big idol in my life. So watching him there, meeting him for first time, wearing my Puerto Rican flag, and then the next day performing in front of him on a Latin song, I was. Oh, I thought I should have won the challenge.
You were amazing.
No shade. I would have won the challenge, and I really wanted the opportunity to lip sync Living La Vida Loca. Probably would have been different results.
Yes, I think so. Now, let's get into the drama. The drama of it all. So, let's lay it out. So, during near to the end of your time there, India had said that you were campaigning to send Hey Qween home. Shade.
Fucking shade. Okay, let me say something before we do that.
Yeah.
My back was so tired for carrying the entire plot of the entire season 5.
Yeah!
Bitch. Ooh, bitch.
You did, honey, you did some heavy lifting.
It was, I swear to you, I was watching the show at home, and I turned around to my puppy every day, and I said, oh my God, it's just me. Like this whole show is about me and whatever everybody else made up. Like, India was not the only person lying in that show. Also, Cracker was lying, telling Blair that I insinuated that some bullcrap issues that they both had down there. I was like, why is everybody saying that I say things? And I feel like everybody knew I was not the girl to fuck with. So everybody was like, so if I say Alexis said it, nobody's gonna ask Alexis anything, so I am free. But it was not like that with Shay.
Right.
Because Shay stand up there, because India was sitting next to me and Shay when we were talking. And if she didn't have nothing to hide, she should have just stand up from that sofa and said, I'm sorry, right in front of everybody. You said this about her that moment. That's when you don't have nothing to hide, you know? But she asked Shay to go to a corner and then tell all this fabrication then there because she thought that Shay was not gonna say nothing. But Shay got up.
Hello, children. Click here. Click here. And subscribe. You're welcome.